You guys, there is so much uncertainty in the world. I speak all the time about the fear method and uncertainty and how people get so overwhelmed, burnt out, and they get stuck into this almost paralysis. I want you instead to be fully equipped to have an amazing holiday season, an amazing start to January this year as we kick off an amazing 2025. But more importantly, I want you to feel at ease and really in touch and in tune with yourself, and to be able to plant roots and ground into gratitude. And that's why I believe this mantra for me in particular of go slow and flow is so great. Welcome to Inspiration Contagion, where we spread inspiration one story at a time. I am your host, Holly Jean Jackson. Each interview spotlights transformational business leaders, their stories, challenges, and advice for how you too can lead yourself and others through inspiration. Learn how you too can achieve peak performance, build more revenue, and lead the legacy you were meant to lead. Welcome back to Inspiration Contagion, episode 112, our second solo episode. Today, I want to talk to you about gratitude as we head into the holiday season. Sometimes it feels like a holidays, DAZE. Oh my goodness, it goes so fast. I can't believe as I record this now, we're already doing the countdown to Christmas. We're already doing the countdown to the new year. So how do you stay grounded in gratitude as we lead into the holiday season? And how do you create spaciousness to be with your family and have that much needed time for year-end planning? Well, the first thing I highly recommend is that you create some days that are what I call focus days, where you're not working on the business. Or no, excuse me, you're not working in the business, you're working on the business. You're not having calls, you're not doing administrative things. You're actually having a totally free day. And it's not a free day just to, kick back and lay on the couch or be lazy or just get a mani-pedi. No, it's a day to focus strategically on your business. When we set intentions for the new year and we do our year-end planning and we make spaciousness for that, I find that my clients feel more at ease and more restful and more confident and comfortable making space in their calendar for the holidays and being with friends and loved ones. So as we head into the end of the year, create at least 3 or 4 focus days on your schedule so that you feel at ease, confident, and you have a plan to crush it in 2025. And if you're feeling a little overwhelmed about that, that's what we're here for. We love helping people with year-end planning. We love helping people with their 2025 projections and having a really solid content plan. My goodness, I spent a day and a half doing all of our content planning for 2025. So we have promotions for every month. We have our blogs outlined for every month of 2025, including the end of this year. We have our social media outline and strategies for all of 2025. And we have our podcast overarching themes for 2025. Ooh, that's a lot to do. And I've been doing this for a long time in my business plus for corporate companies. Then it's not easy to do if you don't have the structure, the methodology, and the plan to get there. So if you need help, there's nothing wrong with that. But my goodness, when you have it, I feel so at ease and excited and comfortable going into the holidays. And it doesn't feel like a daze. It feels like just grateful gratitude, excitement, and ease as we head into the holidays and the new year. So I hope that's inspiring for you to do the same thing. Hope it lights a fire so that you create those focus days and you create that structure for you and your team as you go into the end of this year and next year. A couple things also I want to share that could be really supportive and helpful as we have a launch pad into 2025. First of all, I like to create goals. So I reflect on the past year, typically around October, because November and December can be kind of busy for us. And I like to look at how I did against the goals that I set, both personal as well as professional goals for the last year. And I like to set goals for the next year. I also like to look at my bucket list and pull onto my schedule for 2025 bucket list items I want to go after and see how I did for the past year on achieving and hitting my bucket list goals. Another thing I include on that goal list and the bucket list for 2025 is I like to have rules that set me up for success. And I know rules aren't sexy, but when rules create freedom and structure that align you and keep you on the path of where you want to go, the legacy you want to build, they are sexy. So that could look like not having alcohol during the work week on weeknights. It could look like getting 7 or 8 hours of sleep. It could say something like not traveling back to back so that you get rest, rejuvenation, and the structure and support that you need to show up as the best version of you, whatever that looks like for you. The other thing I love to do is set a mantra for the new year. If you look at the statistics around New Year's resolutions, I think it's something like 90% of them begin failing just a month or two into the new year. So clearly resolutions don't work. What does work is having a goal, having goals, and having the roadmap to be successful in hitting your goals, which means breaking it down versus just having these lofty goals of growing the business 100%, but not breaking it down into steps. That means I need to have this many type of clients, this many leads, this many things in the pipeline each month, each quarter leading up to that to achieve that. This is the staff that I need to do that, etc. But in addition to that those goals in that roadmap is I like to set a mantra for the year. So last year, it was "You are magic." This year, our mantra is to go slow and flow to create magic. So why is that important? I'm looking at my bottle because if you guys are watching the video, I have this Go Slow sticker on my water bottle from Key Calker, Belize. And when I went to the islands there, one of the beautiful messages that I decided to keep and walk away with was this "Go Slow." And then I added flow. And for me, flow means staying in alignment, staying in the value of abundance. It means to have space between calls because a happy Holly is one that actually has bio breaks, breaks to read, breaks to walk Charlie, breaks to be in the sunshine when it's nice outside, breaks to hang out in my hammock chair and read. And we have to fill our own cups and create those spacious moments in order to show up for our clients, our employees, our team, our collaboration partners, and our family. If we keep draining ourselves and burning the candle at both ends, we eventually will become burnt out. And there's nothing worse than leaving a job in corporate America for the specific reasons of being burnt out all the time to find that you are burning yourself out as your own boss. I'm going to pause there and say that again. There's nothing worse than being your own worst boss and burning yourself out. This doesn't just apply to business owners. We are so hard on ourselves. We don't give ourselves enough credit. We don't celebrate our successes as much as we should, even the small ones. I want you to work on going slow and being in the flow. And part of that means celebrating your wins, being with your emotions, filling your own tank so that you're actually able to flow into your business, flow into your family, be a shining light in the darkness when people are feeling so much fear. You guys, there is so much uncertainty in the world. I speak all the time about the fear method and uncertainty and how people get so overwhelmed, burnt out, and they get stuck into this almost paralysis. I want you instead to be fully equipped to have an amazing holiday season, an amazing start to January this year as we kick off an amazing 2025. But more importantly, I want you to feel at ease and really in touch and in tune with yourself, and to be able to plant roots and ground into gratitude. And that's why I believe this mantra for me in particular of go slow and flow is so great. I even have a little holiday ornament in my car that says go slow on a little tortoise to remind myself, even with driving, go slow and flow. Smell the fresh air, open the window, listen to the music. Life is about these small moments, and the more we can be happy and grounded and attuned in our business, the more we will be successful in every aspect of our life. So, to recap, you're going to ditch these New Year's resolutions. You're going to set goals. You're going to set a mantra, and I'd love to hear what that is. Also, you're going to make spaciousness by creating those focus days for you business owners to focus on the important things so that you can feel comfortable taking those days off to be with your family and truly be with them. Because what is the point of doing any of this if we can't be with our loved ones? And if you're not doing that today, I hope that this was a wake-up call and that you take action that matches the size of your dreams. Because you deserve it, your family deserves it, your loved ones deserve it, the world deserves that you shine brightly. And with that, I hope you lead into this beautiful, amazing holiday season with love, light, and gratitude, and you shine brightly because you have a message that is equally important to share. Happy holidays and Happy New Year. I'll see you guys on the next episode of Inspiration Contagion. Thanks.
Thank you for joining the show today. I hope you were inspired. More importantly, I hope you take action. If the show inspired you, I ask that you subscribe and share it with your network. Let's spread inspiration together today.